Hey there, Aries. This is Joy with Joy of the World, here to take an intuitive peek into the energies going on around you. Friends and subscribers, welcome back, and welcome new subscribers. Also, if you are new to this channel, click the subscribe button down below. It is free as always. Also, share because you care. If you like it here and like what we present, give us that big thumbs up. Be generous with your love, baby. Also, leave comments or compliments down below. We're happy to have them. And it stirs YouTube up and they start circulating things out. Anything you see down there will get it all stirred up. Also, if you want to see or know anything about me, click that little down arrow and it will open the description box to let you know a little bit more about me. Okay, so with that being said, this week is taking a look at what life is wanting to power us up in the incoming love that it wants to shower over us, okay? Because Big Papa, Big Daddy Saturn was going through getting the snags out, then dove down deep into our trash, which is aka our treasure, right? Buried up under that trash and brought up the living water. And now the living water is showing up today. After we learned last week about massaging the ruby, which is really faceting it and becoming fascinating, and fascinated with who we are, then the intrigue, the allure is in there. And so now this week, I have to invert them for you to see them like I do. We have the seer and the upper world coming in together. So it's giving us an opportunity to get a glimpse of life's love for us, to entice us and woo us, and not to tease us. Okay, friend? Tease is an unfulfilled promise, something that brings you in under one guise and leaves you, sending you out in another direction, okay? A titillate is one that woos you in to very fulfill and satisfy the thing that you seek that's stirred up inside of you. And definitely it's living water. That's where our health in our life is. That's where the soothing, the minerals, the clarity, the depth perception comes on in. Now, I went ahead and grabbed a couple of cards because, see, these are format cards that are down here. But the cards that are wanting to speak for you about creative change in your life and the power to bring forth the endings, thus the new beginnings, the initiation. We have Mary L coming in on this. It's 4 of Discs and 7 of Swords. This is what we have going on. They seem to just want to stick together right there, not like a sticky stuck. This is more like conjoining, okay? Joining forces, coming together. It's like it has a hidden picture and a hidden meaning. Now, for me, the 4 of Discs means turning a corner, coming around the mountain when you come. Well, the difference with that is conditional. Love is not conditional, but outcome, rewards, consequences, those type of things are. You can't choose your consequences, but you can choose the direction in which you are headed. But what I've got to say here that you're showing me as a caveat, because I did know before I started the camera that this is also a Chiron reading. It's not just Aries. It's about the healer and the healed healer, because that's what I believe in. This Kabbalist kid's got shoes, and so do yours, baby. Speak it. Speak it. But that's the thing, is don't just let this kind of the pressure that you've been kind of feeling coming at you from one direction that you're not so sure of cause you to bypass the beauty and to see what is right here waiting for you right before your very eyes. The allure of this pristine and this next mountain and this next challenge and like some promised land and these other things can be wooing you forward. But what if this North Star, your I see? Oh, I see. Look here, I don't see this pressure. I see my castle. I see my fortress. I see my strength. I see my beauty. I see what has been divine for me all along, because you're telling me, Aries, you're telling me, Chiron, also that there can be that lure that you become the practice of around one more turn, around one more turn, around the mountain, around the mountain. What I'm looking for will be there. What I'm looking for will be there. That you are so attached to the process and the cycle that it's been going through that you forget to even recognize the fulfilled promise, the coming in of oneself, the seeing of oneself here on earth as it was in heaven, because that is when we come to 4D, thus the 4D, the 4 of Disc, right? That's when we come in and the 5D and the 3D merge. Who we are here on earth in our spiritual work. The reason why they're here is not to tease us, but to titillate us and cause us to draw forward for that kiss in the anticipation and the expectation, the knowledge of this living water. So with that, you're wanting to move down into the color cards. So we have the whole heart here, okay? The cosmic heart, the high heart, the inspiration. And then we have the earthen heart, the emerald, okay? This is what we have going on. So we have 30 and we have 4. So it's talking about creative establishment, being founded, being able to see what is right before your very eyes. That takes creativity, because at times we can have felt it before, but will we know it when we see it, right? Because it can be somewhat elusive. It can be somewhat mysterious, esoteric, that type of thing coming in. But that's why we say here, and what Seer is repeating is, know thyself. When you're in that dialogue, you will feel the hand, you will feel the call, you will feel the impression, and you will know. But so this is bringing and affording you this opportunity to have your heart united here on earth. That's the 4D, the high heart, the cosmic heart, the inspiration. This is very much what you see in children, right? They're very free with their love and free with their belief and their faith, like determined and focused and action oriented, and the asking and the believing and the receiving, right? And that begins to cause a ripple in your pond. You're saying a shudder. Why a shudder going through you? Is it a good shudder, like, whoo, or is it one more of a little bit of dread on the anticipation of, whoo? Well, with this card we have coming in, the 7 of Swords. This is talking about the jewel of denial. Who is in denial here? Because denial is in Egypt. All right, friend, come back. Come back to us. Come back to the promised land. Come back into the oasis. Leave the mirage. Okay, wipe your eyes, rub your eyes, get the sleep from your eyes, from that form of dreaming, that form of being relegated to a pattern. Because when we sleep, we're not in control. Okay, unless you strongly practice lucid dreaming. But generally, our sleep, we're not in our control, okay? And that's where things can get a little hairy, and it can begin to meddle with our mind, and the patterns of the old can overtake our fresh new opportunities right in front of us, and they can be vetoed, overwritten, overscripted, fingerprinted, marred, messed, muddied, whatever. But that's what you're talking about here. Come out of denial. Come out of the thing that has bled you dry, that has bleached you out. And by that state, we're talking about deoxygenated you. It's knocked the wind out of your sails. It's destroyed your hope. Your hope is still there. But the color, the life force has come out of it, okay? Because this to me is showing up as a green tree snake. They're very thin. They're ribbon snakes, and they're agile. You won't even know they're there. They're just hanging out, doing what they do. And this is wanting to hang out in your tree of life, wanting to return. Instead of harbingers of evil or death or trouble, they're coming this time as the inverse, the flip side of the card, going, now you're on the other side. This is the resurrection, remember? All that you waited for, that day ending is a death, right? When it wraps up and then we go into our dream sleep, and not the dreaming sleep, not the dreamer sleep, but the dreaming sleep. It thinks you wake up again, setting yourself to the same pattern and tone you had the day before. One more step, one more corner, one more turn, and eventually I'll be to my promised land. Eventually I will inherit here on earth. 4D, 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 right? 4D. So here we begin to recognize that now we're on the other side. We're on the other side of this, and therefore the green, the life, the greening up, the promise is coming in. Your emerald eyes. Emerald eyes. So who's wanting to talk for emerald eyes? Where do we see? Where do we see? Where do we see? We're going to show up with this new deck. Okay, that's easy. We have another 4. What 4 do we have? Hello. You're saying, take another look. Okay. Are you peeking to see what's around the corner to go out? Or are you trying to beckon it to come to you and to come in? Which is this? See, that's the directive of this card, is you're the decider. You are the decider what is in your emerald eyes. You are the diviner of the life that you live, whether it feels like a living hell or a living dream. Okay. That is simple enough. So let's get on in here. Yeah, there's a rune trying to crawl my way. It says constraint, shadow, deception, denial, setbacks, mend, rectification, and perseverance. It is calling in completely on the last word on the page. Why is it the last word on the page? Because it is the last word you need to know. Persevere. Persevere. Push on through this, move on through this, and believe in what you believe in. Do the living. Because to me, believing is to be living it. Be living your dream. Let the green come in. Let it green you up. Let it join in, because this is like this. It looks kind of like that. You know, this is what is underneath. It brings forth the tulips. And tulips, it's the words that you speak. What you believe will come out of your mouth. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So listen to your words, friend. Instead of hating on yourself when you hear yourself say certain things or certain beliefs that go against how you truly believe in your core, just take note and be like, wow, I didn't know that was still in there. And ask yourself, remember the power of permission and authority is to be your own best friend, to talk and commune with yourself, not demand and command yourself. And you ask yourself, what's that still doing there? What's going on underneath the surface? And then listen for the answer. And the seer's like, that's what we're talking about for Aries here. This is the ear gate, the ear channel opening up is the divine listening, the cosmic listening, the clairaudience. So what is this clairaudience afford us? It's interesting that you're flipping and turning. You're flipping and tossing and turning topsy-turvy. So we're going to get a credit card on that, okay? Look what's on the bottom of the deck. Beneath it all, there's love, friend. Is that what you're topsy-turvy about? Turning and churning? Because see, love is the fulfilled promise. Love is the truth. Love is not perverted or unjust, not love in and of itself. When humans start messing with love and calling it love and touching it, yeah, whatever. But we're talking about life itself and the passion and the feeling that it has for you, okay? So now you're starting to see eye to eye, and this has become a divine yin yang. It has. Look closely. Look at the eye of the serpent there. So like groove is in the heart. They're saying green is in the eye. The belief is still in your eyes. It's in the eyes here. Don't be deceived. What you went through has life in it. What you went through has life in it. So you're letting me know a few of you have literally bypassed this corner. You've gone on around and you might be like right there on the map. And it's saying your heart, your soul is saying, hold up. Full stop. We left something. We passed something. There's something here. And the seer is trying to look down to communicate this to you. Your guides and your divine self. Your divinity and your destiny, okay? Divinity and your destiny. So, she's calling to you. Okay? She is calling to you. To those of you, you know if I'm talking to you, right? Something in you was like, you passed by something good, something delicious, and you need to know Chiron is specifically saying this is showing up as Chiron. This is showing up as Chiron. You passed by something that will be life-giving to you. What did you run over, run by, dismiss, cast down and be like, I know better. I've been through this before. I've been fooled by you got the Daywalker. You have got the Daywalker. Now, this is a Florida Panther, aka a cougar. And it can be elusive in the light of day, just like you're saying, just like these golden keys. It can elude you right before your very eyes because you're being deluded in your heart. Remember, denial. There's lots of going on there. And that's not what we need. All right? Your soul is crying for life. Your soul is seeking. Not just a seer, it's seeking. That's why Chiron is here. That's why Chiron is here. And let's see the card that you got. You got start for giving. This means to look forward to life. These are showing up as fire flowers, okay? Fire flower is beyond our hope. It is an ignited hope. It's like you can have a hot water heater. Say, let's pretend we've all had a gas hot water heater, okay? It's that tank, that big old tank that heats your water, and there's a source in there that heats it up, okay? The tank, should I say the tank holds your water, and there's a heating source that heats it. Now, we're going to use the proverb of a gas one because there's a flame underneath there, right? When the flame goes out, you're not going to have hot water. You're not going to have the warmth passing through your body. You're going to be drained. You're going to be despairing. You're going to be downcast. Those type of energies because your water is cold. And you're like, what is wrong? I got the right gear. What is going on? Well, the thing is the pilot light cannot light itself. And how's it going to tell you? How's it going to tell you? Well, Chiron's trying to tell you. Chiron's trying to tell you you passed by a good thing. And some of you, a good person, a great connection. Because you were afraid. You were afraid deciding to see with old eyes. Blinders. See the black band over the eyes? You were deciding to see the shadow, and you began to work on it. And you began to build evidence, RAS, our reticular activating system, gathering anything that could break down the fabric of this person, this connection, this gifting there. All right. So rather than seeing the delight and the fortress and the power and the protection of this being mounted up slightly here, you see that, nah, I didn't want to try that. That blasted up that mountain makes my hamstrings burn. And, my ankle, I rolled my ankle once and I'm so tired of this guy. I just want to see right there. That would be perfect. That's the spot that I want. Instead of realizing when you keep walking and you get right up to that spot's going to look like this spot. Your soul, yourself, your healer, your Chiron knew there was a level of protection in your elevation. Why do you want to keep coming back down to earth? They're lifting you up on earth as it is in heaven so that the two can kiss and merge, right? It's like when somebody's a little taller than you and you go up on your tiptoes to take that kiss, right? Or whoever the taller one, you lean on down in for that kiss, then you understand this merging of heaven and earth. So they're wanting you to forgive, all right? And this is the firepower to give that pilot light, that heat to your hope, to give it life, to restore this blanching, this wasting out, this not believing any longer that your blood's run cold. Okay? They want to warm your blood up, my friend. And the moment you start to, you make that connection right up into the midst of beyond the atmosphere, okay? The waters to the waters. And that brings heaven down here to earth. So underneath, so that's going right on top of those living waters. At the bottom, underneath it all, we have down here 18 and 38. 18, 38. Some of you, it's definitely 38. That awakens the spirits, that number for you, because it turns into a divine 11. You've had enough time and enough proof to trust yourself and the divining in yourself, okay? Your breath brings forth life quickly, and you need to know that. We're not talking toddler, baby, newborn life. No, we're talking youth. One that can run and to think and create and decide and dream, okay? That type of active power, and that begins to light up your divine horn, your divine connection, your calling power, your satellite, your transmission. That's what you're saying. So anyways, mystical shaman and earth keeper. The mystical shaman is the 38. So it's almost like if this card could turn around, right? Do you see how the wings are right here? So the mystical shaman is almost this other wing. Going on the other side of this, because this is like a bit of a standstill for you right now, is what it's showing. Is like facing yourself as if, there's a block, that life's in your way. Life isn't giving you what you want, what you've been seeking. Why is it taking so long? And it's like, turn back, turn back, turn back. It's time. We were in front of you all along, but you couldn't hear us. You passed right on by, because you were tired of this. You weren't listening anymore. Your heart had grown cold, but we're inviting you, making another invitation to fire you up. That it be in your present, you're here, you're now, today, because this 4 of disc showing up twice is a confirmation of your 4D. Your 4D. So I want to know a smidge about this block with Earth Keeper. You're wanting to go, okay, I see you, Tattoo Tarot. Thank you, Tattoo Tarot. My son got me this for my birthday this year. So Tattoo Tarot, tell us about this blockage on the Earth Keeper here for interesting. You're starting upside down. She's laughing, y'all. She's laughing. She says, you to block. Who is being a blockhead? That's what Massaging the Ruby was about. She's talking about it was too faceted. Because like a block of stone, a block of wood is here to be carved and faceted so that the knowledge of what it looks like comes into fruition. They're talking about that block and that blockhead, which they're saying is fine, but touch it. Let it be worked upon. Let us do our workings. Let us do our mergings and to bring it into being, because that's when you begin to see what you've been believing, okay? That's what she's leaning. She's like, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you what came in. And it was upside down. That's what is funny. 4 of corns. Who did corns? Put your seed in the soil. What soil? Your soul. Put your seed in your soul. That means put your money where your mouth is. Don't keep talking about it. It's been here all along. Mount up, friend. You are this mighty mountain. You are the mighty healer. You are the one who has seen it all. Okay, Aries? So I'm turning you right side up. I'm like, turn this mother out. And there's the repeating of the snake, the Ouroboros showing on in. Let them green you up and restore the pulse of life to your heart. 4 of coins. 4 of coins. 4 of coins. Okay. She says, whichever way you go, coming or going, you're blessed. Coming or going, it is here now. Coming or going, give it a yes and amen. Whatever your term is for, okay, blink your eyes, nod your head, clap like my niece used to clap with her lips. Whatever it is, you know, twink the nose, wink the ear, whatever. You know, he's waiting here. Chiron's waiting. Give me the cue. Give me the cue. And it's on like Donkey Kong. We coming on in full force. Do not miss power. You will be dynamic. Okay? And that is because you passed it a little bit. Because in hindsight gives you foresight. And they're getting you a 1-up. That in a sense will turn and cause a savings in your savings account as opposed to a debt or a debit in your checking account. Okay? They're saying if you will take our invitation and turn around, we will restore what all has been lost, what you have been spending searching for what it is you seek, okay? What it is you seek, seeks you. All right, Aries, welcome to the promised land. I love you. Comments or compliments down below, whatever, titillate all those buttons. Check the description box. Say hello. I love you, friend. Check back in real soon. If you're in North America, happy Thanksgiving to you. And wherever you are, happy Thanksgiving every day. I'm thankful that you are here. I love you. Bye-bye.